Today I'm walking the high hills in the Cheviots above a small village called Hownam. Hownam's near Moorbattle, near Kirkietum, somewhere in about that area. And I'm on an ancient hill track here, been used for centuries. It's called the Street, although apparently there is no Roman connection with this. Anyway, I'm heading on up this track, and we're going to try and find some Iron Age or Bronze Age hill forts today. I'm quite confident because they're shown on the map, so I should be able to find them quite easily. So here we go, see what we can find. First of all, here's today's route from Hownam. It's about 16 kilometres long. The first fort we're going to visit is on Blackbur Hill, and the second fort is not too far away on Greenbur Hill. Now on my way up this ancient track, I've come across this standing stone. I believe it's called the Hownam Stone, after the village down in the valley, but it's quite substantial, and it's obviously been there for a purpose. There we go, according to the signpost, it's Hownam down in the glen to the left, and carrying on the way we're going on the street, we should eventually reach Alwynton, but my destination is before that, but it certainly confirms I'm on the right track. Then I have a bit of time, and when you're up in the hills you kind of need to use all your time to the most efficient way. So what I'm going to do is, behind me on this ridge there's a trig point, and I like going and bagging them. So I'm going to take a wee break from our hill forts, I'm going to shoot out, bag this trig and come back, so we'll see how we get on. Well, here I am approaching the Trig Biller, and the wee diversion, it's been well worth it. It's a fantastic position with a view, oh, just astounding all round. I'm just spotting away in the distance there the unmistakable three Eildon Hills, and they're a wee bit hazy because they're quite far away, but they're standing out beautifully. What a magic view! Now then, this is quite interesting. I've come across a whole line of boundary stones. Now, I come across these stones all over the borders, all over the Highlands. In fact, they're probably all over Great Britain. And what they do is they signify the ownership of land on either side of this boundary. Now, some of these stones are very well cut, nice and smooth, and they have letters on either side to denote who the actual landowner is. Others, like this one, are quite rough, but they've still been deliberately found and placed in position. But there behind me is our first hill fort, and it's a beauty. So I'm going to put the drone up, we'll fly around it, get an impression, get an idea of the size, the complexity, and just the sheer brilliance of the whole edifice. Just in front of me, the path here, there's a wee bit of muir burn going on, and this is where they burn some of the heather, some of the hillside, just to help it regenerate. And it's mainly for the good of the grouse, but it also gets rid of different bits and pieces, and it benefits the sheep as well. Now then, here's our second hill fort from across the valley, and you can get an idea of the steepness and why it would be such a good defensive position. Even from this distance, it looks very imposing. Just behind it, you can make out the ramparts of the first fort we visited today. What a superb day. The sun's beating down. I've seen wildlife, I've visited the fort, so I'm delighted with that. Bagged a Trig Biller, even got some benchmarks of what's not to like. So I'm going to concentrate now as I head on down, but join me next time and we'll have another walk somewhere. Cheers!